So my weather app is telling me that it's not supposed to rain, but I'm seeing a hell of rain clouds and here's some thunder coming. Fuck it, we're riding the bike. I don't care. It's too nice out. This is why I have trust issues. What up, YouTube? Man, it is 65 degrees in January in Lexington, Kentucky. What the hell is going on? I am loving it right now. So you know your boy had to get out and get on the 1000 real quick and enjoy this beautiful day the Lord has blessed us with. Today we're going to talk about 250 versus the 600 argument. This argument has been beaten to death online. The 250 people are like, oh, it's safer, smarter, you save more money. I guess you save more money trying to buy the bike. And the 600 people, their argument is that you're going to get tired of the 250, and so you might as well get a 600 and break it in. My opinion on it is it depends on the person. Every situation is different. Let me give you a little background. I started on a 600. I've been riding for almost 3 years now. Haven't laid my bike down. Haven't got any serious accidents, knock on wood. I'm very grateful because I have done some very childish riding. But I've been lucky enough not to get any serious accidents. Now, prior to buying my first 600, I had a 50cc scooter, a little Chinese scooter. That could be, I guess you consider that my 250. It sounded like a damn 250. It sounded terrible, and I thought I was the man pulling up on two wheels. But that's another story for another day. Now, I also had lots of experience driving a manual transmission. So hopping on it and doing it on a motorcycle, I didn't have to think about it. It just kind of came natural. So for me, the transition to my 50cc scooter, having some experience on two wheels, and then hopping on a 600 was not a big deal at all. Like, it literally took me, I watched a YouTube video, hopped on a bike, and the rest is history. It was just natural after that. For a lot of people that don't have any experience with a manual transmission or on two wheels in general, I would not, let's get around this shit. I definitely wouldn't recommend starting on a 600. You will kill yourself. Like, don't think that you're a special case at all. Oh, sheesh. Beautiful red Camaro. Oh, man. It's a little baby one there. The ground's a little wet, so I don't want to pull it all the way up. So here's my 2 cents on starting on a 600 versus a 250. If you have previous dirt or riding experience on two wheels, whether it's a scooter or a dirt bike, if you understand how to work a manual transmission, and if you have a decent head on your shoulders and you have self-control, you should be able to start a 600 and be fine. Like I said earlier, it is a case-by-case situation. But with those three things, you're not sitting here thinking about, okay, I gotta pull the clutch in, I gotta put it in gear, I gotta come out smooth out of the clutch and give it a little bit of gas so I don't stall. Like, you already have all that down in your head, so you know what to do when you get out on the road. And so you can focus on other things beside actually riding the bike. You can focus on what's going around you and be more aware. Now, if you don't have any experience at all on two wheels, or if you've just never done a manual transmission, you should probably start on a 250, 300. I would say a 500 is really the sweet spot between the two. But a 250 or 300 is what I would recommend, because riding a motorcycle requires so much more concentration than just driving a car. Driving a car is literally mindless. I get bored driving my truck now after riding my motorcycle because it requires literally not nearly as much attention. Like a motorcycle, I'm looking at the road conditions, I'm looking at what this guy's gonna do, if this guy in front of me is braking, I'm looking cars ahead to see what's going on. I'm paying attention to what's going on behind me. Looking for potholes, like wet spots, oil. If people are on their cell phones, there's a million different things that you have to pay attention to while you're riding versus when you're in a car and just driving, because your life is like a lot more on the line while you're riding. And that's one thing you give up for the freedom of riding is having to pay attention to what's going on. At the end of the day, you're gonna do whatever the hell you want to do. So if you're gonna get a 600, just go ahead and get a 600 and be freaking safe. If you're gonna get a 250, get a 250 and be freaking safe. You can get hurt on either one. You just have to have self-control. That's the biggest thing, honestly, is self-control. If you don't have any self-control, you should not be on two wheels at all, because you will hurt yourself. But man, is riding a motorcycle one of the best things ever. Literally one of the best feelings. It's such a freeing experience. It's an adrenaline rush. And you get to your destination a lot quicker than you would in a car, because traffic, it's easier to get through the flow of traffic on a bike than it is in a car. Like if I wanted to, I can get in front of this BMW right here, no problem. In a car, I wouldn't be able to do that. But there's enough room for me to be able to squeeze in there and accelerate and get out of there. So that's my take on the 250 versus 600 argument. At the end of the day, you're gonna do whatever the heck you want to do. Take the MSF course. Try and be as safe as possible out here, because people really just don't see you, man. People look at this girl on her cell phone, not paying attention. People just aren't paying attention, man. It's scary. That's just the era we live in, and it's sad. So that's all I have for you guys today. Ride safe. Get on a motorcycle if you haven't got one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Fast Lane D out. Peace.